Can you really buy a Tesla for $78 a month? You may or may not have seen Stephan's video about how he paid $78 a month for his Tesla Model 3.
It's effectively like I'm buying a brand new Tesla Model 3 for the out-of-pocket cost of $78.39 per month for a Tesla Model 3 brand new.
As an owner of 2 Teslas, I can expose the realities here. We got Model 3s for both of my kids. The first one was for my youngest. We were looking at getting a Jeep Wrangler, but I didn't feel like it was safe for him. So we built it out. I put it all into a spreadsheet, went through all the costs with him so he knew every single cost that was involved with getting this car. You know, some of my friends were like, oh, I can't believe you got a $40-something thousand car for your kid. Well, breaking it down, we leased it, so the payment was $448. The insurance was about $210. So net per month cost for the car, you know, without taking into consideration the down payments, was $660 a month. He pays me part of that, but I know that he's in a safe brand new car, and that's a peace of mind. I told some of my friends that they should really look at getting a Tesla for their kids because the safety features, the self-driving, the auto stop, the just being able to see where they're at, the warnings, the Sentry mode, it's been a lifesaver. We'll talk about that in our second Tesla. Knowing that the cost of the car is covered, we plug it in at home for the most part when we got it. So he gets to charge his car for free. So it's a really great deal for him. So complete cost savings, where if we bought a car, even a used car, like in a $10,000, $15,000 car, you would have maintenance, you would have the fuel cost, you'd have maintenance costs for the standard maintenance, and all of those are really expensive. We dealt with that with my other son. Getting into Riley's Model 3, we didn't lease that one. Riley is in college, so we decided, let's sell your BMW. Yes, we bought him a BMW for his first car, and it was a great car, but we decided to sell it before it started costing some random amount of money when it started to break. Fuel costs were high because he had to put in premium. And when he owned the car, he was spending about $500 to $600 a month in gas alone, on top of the occasional maintenance. And so he was working while he was in high school, and he had to pay it. So when he went off to college, I said, Riley, we need to get rid of this car. He loved the car. He hated this idea. But I convinced him, let's fix your costs. Number one, we're either going to lease or buy this car. My big brain idea was, okay, well, let's start building your credit. You got to start building credit. We all know Dave Ramsey would disagree, but so we thought, let's start building your credit. We'll get you a credit card. So we put in his name. He doesn't make enough money to get the $7,500 rebate. That wasn't even a consideration. I didn't like that rebate anyway. I wanted to buy this vehicle because of its merits. We already discussed the safety features and the technology and all those great things that these new cars have. So we fixed the cost. We got a 6% loan. Right now there's some different deals going on, but at that time they didn't have any incentives, and that was the rate that we got. We got 6%, and his payment is fixed. We're paying principal down. And at the time we also bought it, we did a whole spreadsheet on it, and we analyzed it to a T to determine, well, at that time, there was a supply constraint, and some of the used ones were going for the same amount as the brand new one. We took that into consideration that, there might be a large amount of demand for these in the future. That was wrong. Now there's an oversupply in it, and so the value of the car has gone down quite a bit. So we were wrong on that. But he's got a good, safe car, got this great technology. Like I mentioned, the Sentry mode is a lifesaver. He got hit twice in a parking lot, and the Sentry mode caught both people hitting his car, and it was just, really great to be able to tell the insurance company, here's the video, go get him. And so that's just a nice little feature too. So nobody really talks about it because they don't really use it that much, but both sons have shown me their Sentry mode, and just, it's scary, the other people driving, which solidifies the reason that we got it. So going back to Stephan. So he bought his car 5 years ago. In his situation, he made a video, and he's got over 8 million views. He did another video like a year or so after that and detailed the fact that just by doing that video with his subscriber base, that paid for his car. So he's in a different circumstance. Now, also, when he bought that car 5 years ago, he lived in California. He now lives in Nevada. When he lived in California, there was a $3,750 tax rebate and a state rebate of $2,500. We live in Florida. We don't have that. The new rebate is $7,500 if you meet certain requirements. Riley, we put in Riley's name. In hindsight, maybe we should have put it in mine to get the $7,500 off, but we didn't. We just have to live with that. But Graham, he's in a very high income tax bracket. In his first year, he was able to depreciate the car. In a way, he was able to save a lot of money, and his net cost after write-offs was $78. It was probably even better than that because he didn't include the savings of fuel because he can plug it in. That was his circumstance. It may or may not be yours. It wasn't mine. If you're in a high income tax bracket and you run one of these cars through your business and you can file it in a certain way to benefit from those tax write-offs, then you might have that kind of effect on your actual cost of the car. That's good for you. Discuss it with your tax professional and see if it all works out. Number one, make sure you like the cars. Whether it's a Tesla, it's a Porsche, it's an electric car, any kind of car. Just look at how it affects you on a net basis. Don't just buy it because you think it's going to be free, because nothing's for free. In conclusion, the answer is no. While I'm sure it made for a great headline, it got me to watch the video, it's just not reality for most people. And if you like this video, make sure you like and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one. What Jess said.